Hey everyone, CyberMatt here, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Whovian Shelf. Today I'm starting my Series 9 review series. So I'm starting things off today with Episode 1, The Magician's Apprentice. Now, my review of Battlefield will be up, I think, sometimes later in the week. But how this review series will work, I'm going to post episodes of this probably either Sunday or Monday after the episode airs. So, what to say about The Magician's Apprentice? Well, first up, I have to say, this is a return to form for the series. I liked Series 8, but the way I felt about that series was exactly how I felt about the first half of Series 7. I wasn't excited about Doctor Who. It's not like it was bad, it was just all right. There was nothing really got me pumped and excited about this show, but this episode really did. So I really enjoyed it. I should say that there will be spoilers about the episode, so if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it and then come back to watch this review. So, oh man, where to start? Well, the opening teaser was fantastic. The hand mines with the eyes in them, that was creepy as hell. I love that. And to have Davros there as a little kid, when he said his name was Davros, it's like the look on the doctor's face, I think was the look on every single person watching it at the time. Because the last time we saw Davros, or really heard any mention of him, was like 5 to 6 years ago. It was in the finale of Series 4 with Stolen Earth and Journey's End. So yeah, it was great to have Davros back. That was a big surprise because I didn't think I knew it was going to have Daleks in it, but I really didn't know they were bringing Davros back. Honestly, when I first heard the name was going to be The Magician's Apprentice, the Whovian inside me was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna link it back to Battlefield. It's gonna be a prequel to that episode. The Doctor is gonna go to a parallel universe and become Merlin, and it's gonna be awesome. And of course, none of that happened. But it was still really well done what they did. I love that they brought the Master back, and there's some mystery behind her not dying. She doesn't even know why she's not dead. So that's pretty interesting. We may find out next episode about that, given the ending for this one. But that's interesting. Of course, Clara's back, and she once she noticed that the skies were frozen, the planes were frozen in the air, she went right into action, and got in contact with UNIT. And so I like her character. Of course, everybody knows by now that Jenna Coleman is leaving Doctor Who, which I'm fine with. I like Clara, but yeah, I mean, 2 to 3 years I think is a good run for a companion, and I would love to see a different companion with Capaldi. So yeah, UNIT was they didn't have a huge role in this. They were just really there to get to really start the Master and Clara meeting and them going back to find the Doctor. I loved his entrance. I think it was in the 1100s or 1200s, something like that. But him coming in on a electric guitar, rocking out on a tank was just really fun. It was ridiculous, but really fun. And the fact that tank got left there, that's interesting. And I don't know, it's like some point in the future, archaeologists are going to find a tank, possibly like carbon dated back to that time. It's just so weird. So yeah, that's kind of a plot hole, but it's the same thing with another plot hole was that even though the skies were frozen in time, you could still see clouds moving by. But those are things that you don't really need to think about. I mean, this is a fantasy show about an alien, time traveler. So I don't think it does anybody good to get down into the plot holes and make those a huge deal. I never heard his name right. Colony Singh, something like that. The snake guy, the snake alien, was really cool. The fact that he could pose as human was really cool. His face unwrapping was really well done, and I like that he's a democracy with all these other snakes, and they have to vote on it. It's pretty cool. And I just love the fact that they brought Davros back. The surprise reveal on Skaro was great as well. I love that. And the fact that they destroyed the TARDIS, killed Clara and the Master, and then it ended with possibly the Doctor about to kill Davros as a child, was pretty crazy, pretty intense, and I don't know if they can really keep that going with the second part of this story. A lot of times the second part of the story, the first part has really good build-up, and the second part just doesn't really continue that. But who knows? We'll figure out. We'll find out this Saturday. I also loved that they had references to Genesis of the Daleks, and this was pretty much kind of a sequel to Genesis of the Daleks. Where the Fourth Doctor was saying, if you knew a child was going to become this great dictator and kill millions of people, would you kill him? And this is kind of the dilemma the Doctor faces in this episode. Of course, I don't think the Doctor is going to kill him. And this kind of gets to the question of the title of the episode, The Magician's Apprentice. I watched one review, and somebody, they said that they didn't understand why it was called The Magician's Apprentice, and maybe that'll be clarified more in the next episode. But, of course, the magician is the Doctor, and so who's his apprentice in this? And I think it's Davros as a child, because even the Doctor mentions that, Davros created the Daleks, but who created Davros? And I think in the next episode, probably, obviously, the Doctor looking like he was about to exterminate Davros is a red herring, and he's probably going to turn the gun on the hand mines and rescue Davros and try to teach him about the good in the world and all of that. But I think that's actually going to create Davros, the Davros that we know that created the Daleks. But yeah, just a really, really good episode. Liked it a lot. Definitely looking forward to more in this season. A lot of two-parters this season, so really excited about that. Love two-parters. But for this episode, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Really good in my opinion. A return to form. I may do after I review the next part of this, I may kind of do an overall grade of the entire story, because it may change. Who knows? But yeah, that is it for my review of the very first episode of Series 9 of Doctor Who, The Magician's Apprentice. As always, like the video, share it, and subscribe. Till next time.